Hey folks, I just wanted to stop by and thank all of you for supporting the Songbirds Foundation during the 2020 year. I think 2020 was a year that we can all say wasn't the best of years, but through your support, we've been able to do a ton and really have a huge impact on thousands of students' lives all across the state of Tennessee and across the South. We've been able to partner with 26 additional institutions and schools across the state. That's in Memphis, Knoxville, Chattanooga, and on down into Georgia, which brings our total to 53 partner institutions across the state. We also have a brand new partnership with UT Chattanooga Department of Music Therapy. We're able to teach all of their students there how to play guitar. And we know from experience the guitar is an essential component of music therapy. It helps you relate to your patients. It helps you really be able to bring some fun and joy into some situations that are not joyful. And we see that impact every day, and we're just so proud to help these students hone their skills and really learn to rock. So all of these programs, our Guitars for Kids program, our music therapy program, and our other programming has helped us bring guitar to 3,500 students this year alone. We've been able to provide over 750 guitars to organizations and kids across the state. And now we're asking you to support the Songbirds Foundation again in 2021. For every $100 we raise, we're able to provide a kid a guitar, 12 weeks of lessons, and ongoing music therapy. So a little bit can go a long ways to getting a kid a guitar and the ability to rock.
Built in 1939, this is a 1940 actually. I think it was sold in January. According to George Gruen, he thinks January 1940. So it reminds me of Merle Travis, pre-war Martin. How about some Travis Christmas? My Uncle Doyle was really into Western things, and he was a cowboy, but he was an entertainer. And worked on the Jimmy Dean show way back, worked with Grandpa Jones. And I used to work with Grandpa Jones, but I didn't tell Grandpa when I got the job because I wanted to know that I got the job on my own. But then I told him, I said, my uncle was Smitty Smith. That's what they called him. People used to ask me what I learned from Grandpa and being with Grandpa. And I would say, I think relating to an audience and how to tell a story. And all along, it was in my own DNA. So you never know really what's on the inside of you until you have an opportunity to get it out. And that's what Songbirds does. And when you place a guitar in someone's hands, you never know what's going to happen to that. And so it's been a ministry for me. It's been a lifestyle for me. The guitar has just been a big part of my life for a long time. I played in countries around the world, all around the world. I never really felt alone. I was maybe homesick, and then I would usually go over to my guitar and I'd take it out, and I found out it was such a great companion. I'd usually write a song. You know, it's an amazing thing what the guitar can do for somebody. It can change a life.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Joy, and I play guitar.
Hi, my name is Angie House. This is Joy.
Hello, I'm Cameron Strickland.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and I'm Brian's sister.
Music helps me by learning it. I like learning guitar. It's just fun for me.
And I'm thankful for the Songbirds guitar lessons.
He is 12 years old and has autism.
We are so thankful for the music therapy provided by Megan Taylor through Songbirds.
He plays the guitar. He always has a smile on his face.
It's fun. I have 3 guitars, and it's just fun. I like playing. And
are you learning to?
And that's how we know he loves the guitar.
I had wanted to play guitar for a while, but we didn't have all the money really necessary to.
I can't play long. Usually it hurts my fingers. I know it's supposed to hurt your fingers. This is really hard.
In this year full of chaos and disorder, it's a small bit of order. Not a lot, but a small bit.
She tells me what note it is. She helps me with where to put my fingers in. That's that.
We are so proud of him, and we know he will achieve more than he already has.
Soon, I can probably play a good song.
I first met Steve when I was at Grandpa Jones, and it was no surprise to me that he was from Kentucky. The way because that's where thumb picking began, don't you know? And he's a member of the Thumb Pickers Hall of Fame. And he used to work with Chet Atkins. Steve and I have done several projects together. He's been on some of my projects and worked on played on some of my albums from the 70s, even to the last couple of years. I've known him a long time. Not only is he a great singer, he's an amazing guitar player and even better person. Thank you, Steve Wariner.
Hey, this is Steve Wariner, and this is my dad's Jazzmaster. He bought brand new in 1961. The guitar I learned to play on as a young kid. Man, I'm so lucky and grateful that I had a chance to be around a lot of wonderful players in my family, uncles, brothers, aunts, what everybody played, it seems like in my family. But I was lucky that I had access to a lot of instruments through the years. And a lot of young people aren't so lucky. And I'm grateful to Songbirds Foundation for putting those instruments in people's hands that don't normally have them, young people. And I love this organization. They do such great work. So kudos, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Of course, we'll just take a donation, but if you're looking for other ways to get involved, we have a very cool retro holiday auction going on right now. It's got some amazing items in it. We have a huge collection of memorabilia and things that we're selling. It even has this very unique mod orange television that plugs into your cigarette lighter. Does that thing work? Yes. It works. Of course, you need that for your car and your everyday activities. It's great. It's just great. When you go to the beach next time, you'll be equipped and ready to watch your cathode ray tube in action. We also have this super cool electric guitar, 2017. It's a gold satin Les Paul, and it has some cool autographs that we've been able to collect over the last year. These are all people that we interviewed for our series called The Vault Sessions, which if you're not watching that, you should, because that helps us raise money as well. You can watch it on our YouTube channel. Just find Songbirds Foundation, and there's hundreds of episodes on there. But some of the names of people that we've interviewed, we have Eric Gales here, Joe Bonamassa, we've got Robin Ford, Greg Koch, Andy Wood, Andy Timmons, Mark Lettieri, and others. So you've got about 24 more hours to get over to this link to our eBay store and buy all this cool stuff. And just remember that all of those funds go directly to our Guitars for Kids program, help us provide music therapy, ongoing lessons, and much more.
And this guitar is for sale, and all the proceeds goes to Songbirds Foundation.
Hi, it's Eric Johnson here, and since the beginning, the Songbirds Museum has been committed to the proliferation and the instruction of guitar music to less fortunate kids. You know, I've been lucky in life that I've had the chance and the blessing to pursue music and have a guitar of my own. The Songbirds Museum is giving that opportunity to kids to learn to play and have a guitar of their own. Please join my friend and wonderful guitarist, Doyle Dykes, in making this dream and this opportunity a reality. Thank you.
Steve and Eric both, along with myself, were recipients of guitars from one of our favorite guitar players in the whole world, and always will be, from Chet Atkins. And I remember years ago, as one of those times in my life where I thought, well, I may as well hang it up. Things aren't really going really great. It was in the early 90s, and And then I get a call from Clarissa, and the guys know, a lot of you knew Chet, that was his assistant, his secretary. And she called and she said, Chet wants you to come by the office next time you're in town. I said, well, when do you want me to be in town? And so I'll never forget, he was walking down the stairs in his office in Nashville, and he had this brown Gibson case. And he said, Doyle, I always appreciated what you do, especially what you do in the church. Yeah, I had no idea he even knew that much about me, but he said, Steve Wariner has told me more about you here in the last few years. And he said, I'd like to give you something. I think it'll bless you and help you. And he gave me this guitar. This is one of his. This is a Gibson CE, Chet Atkins model. It has a special made Ray Butts, who actually designed the Filtertron for Gretsch, Ray Butts' preamp inside, and Chet signed it right here. And I just thought I'd take Chet along and be a part of this. And when Chet gave you something, I mean, it's just one of those things that you just never forget. And Steve and Eric would agree with that as well. And so I just really wanted to say thank you again, folks, and I hope you will see the benefit of giving, the benefit of especially a child that may not ever be able to hold an instrument like this, and you'll give them that opportunity. God bless you for that, and I believe He will. Thank you. Oh, but wait, you see, because this is not Songbirds drum foundation. This is Songbirds. It's a guitar. And so that's a song about a drummer, you know. And so that's the only thing I don't like about it. Why do they call it the little guitar player boy? And so anyway, if you can't beat them, so to say, maybe join them. I'll never forget the first time my father and mother invested in me and bought me my first good guitar. I mean, I took several years of piano lessons, and my brother was so good, I quit to no avail. But my mother used to sell Avon products for us to be able to afford to take piano lessons, you know, and then for nothing. So when I said I wanted to learn to play the guitar, well, they bought me a nice little, it was a cheaper guitar. I won't say where it was from, but the strings were, they were about that high off the neck, you know. And I remember one time I busted the tuner here, and I would have to borrow my dad's pliers to tune my guitar. And I was walking home from school, and he picked me up in his old red Ford Fairlane. I'll never forget it. He said, "Get in the car, son. I have your guitar fixed for you." And he said something, "I have your guitar fixed up," is what he said. So we went down to Paula's Music Store, Jacksonville, Florida. And he said, "Well, son, wait over here and look at these guitars while I talk to Fred, the owner." And I'm looking at all these teardrop Vox guitars, you know, and these great Gibson 335s and Fender Telecasters. And I'm going, wow. You know, and for the first time, I mean, it was a part of me. You know, I'd gone in there before with my dad, but now I'm a guitar player. And he said, "Come over here, son." And he opened the case, and I still remember the smell of that guitar. I said, "That's mine?" And he, "That's yours, son." I'll never forget it. It was a brand new Gibson J45. And my dad had to work overtime, a lot of it, I'm sure, to be able to give me that guitar. I'll never forget it. It changed my life. And now I do the same thing for my kids and my grandkids, and it's a blessing to be able to do that. In fact, we bought several guitars just last year, and amplifiers and everything else for our kids. So we invest in them. Investing in your own kids and grandkids is one thing, but to be able to invest in other kids that are less fortunate than my kids or than I was, I think can even be a more meaningful thing. And I do this, and I encourage you to do this. Thank you so much.
So you've watched a lot of this holiday special, and I know that we said that we had a huge announcement from the Songbirds Foundation coming up in this event, and now is the time. But before we get to that, I want to take a minute to thank Doyle Dykes for doing this event. He's a fantastic guitar player, and we just thank him so much for being here and being the positive influence and force that he always is. Go and buy his CDs. When he goes back on tour, go see him in concert. You will not be disappointed. We love Doyle, and we thank him so much. Now, on to the big announcement. The big announcement is that in May 2021, the Songbirds Foundation will be turning the big bird light on Station Street back on, and we'll be opening our doors to the Songbirds Performing Arts Center. The new Songbirds experience is gonna be rad. We have been working with Kramer Designs out of Cincinnati. They've also worked with the Creative Discovery Museums and other museums across the United States to create really great interactive experiences for kids and adults alike. All of our exhibits will be STEAM-based, so we're teaching a lot of science and technology, talking about how sound works, how it runs from a guitar through the magnets of the pickups, through the wires, into the amp, how the amp works. We're gonna be talking about how all these components go together to make music. Well, also, of course, we're going to be carrying on a lot of the traditions that Songbirds Guitar Museum started, like having live concerts. We'll be announcing a new musical lineup in April of 2021. We'll be bringing back lots of people that you've seen here at the space before. We'll also be bringing in some new people and some new genres that maybe you haven't seen. So as you can see, there is a ton going on here at Songbirds. And there's a bunch of ways that you can support us right now. You can make a donation here at this link. You can also go to eBay and find our auction, our retro holiday auction, where you can get beautiful things like that orange TV or a retro tape machine or posters or memorabilia or vinyl. That's open for one more day, so get over there now. And we hope that you'll join us in 2021 for a concert or an event or come see the new exhibits. We'll have a ton more announcements about this in the coming months. We're going to be sharing pictures on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so follow us there. And we just look forward to a positive 2021. And we thank you so much for making 2020 a successful year for us and for all the kids that are involved with the program. We just couldn't have done it without you. So thanks so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey guys, Ryan Wariner here. I got my first guitar when I was, 8 years old, and it meant everything in the world to me. It felt like anything was possible, and it changed my life. A lot of other kids aren't as lucky as I was, and they really deserve the same chance and opportunities. And that's why I love the Songbirds Guitars for Kids Foundation. It inspires kids, which is the most important. And it helps keep guitar alive, and it helps keep music alive, and hopefully we'll find the next guitar hero thanks to them. Anyways, thanks for listening, and thanks, Songbirds.
You know, I never wish anybody to be poor unless you're guitar poor. It all started back in '65. That's when I first realized I wanted to do something for my mom. Like my daddy and Uncle Smitty, I loved guitars. They sounded so pretty, and I knew that's just what I was looking for. My first guitar was a silver tone. Wore my fingers to the bone. It played so hard, my fingers got so sore. And I knew the guitar was for me. It was bound to be my destiny. Ever since that time, I've been guitar poor. I'm guitar poor, guitar poor. Oh Lord, won't you help me? I'm guitar poor, guitar poor, guitar poor. Lord have mercy on a guitar poor. I got flat tops, arch tops, steel string, gut string, solid body, hot body, 6-string, 12-string, acoustic, electric, resonators, and more. I got cutaways, non-cutaways, upper cutaways, flame tops, gold tops, jumbos, dreadnoughts, double outs, triple outs. Man, I'm guitar poor, guitar poor, guitar poor. Oh Lord, help us. We're all guitar poor around here. Guitar poor, guitar poor. Lord have mercy mercy on the guitar, poor Elizabeth. Come on, Chet. I'm guitar poor, Lord have mercy on the guitar poor. Guitar rich. What a cool guitar. And this is a 1930s, I believe.
1941.
1941. Wow.
1941, yeah.
Awesome guitar. I love these. And it's for sale. It could be yours. All the proceeds go to Songbirds Foundation.
Hi, my name's Alex Bell. I have been with the Songbirds Foundation for 4 years, and it's impacted my life in many ways. I've been able to do incredible things. I got to meet my guitar idol twice. Before that, I was on a 2-string little acoustic guitar and wasn't able to play very well. I've met a lot of people through the Songbirds Foundation. I've formed a band, and I'm able to play just incredible things.
That's very cool. Love it. Yeah, that's really
We
cool.
couldn't do that without people like you and people like Doyle who come and do very nice things and donate guitars and cash and all kinds of nice things. And I'm going to stop talking now and let you kind of see. These are some of the kids. This is Kenny, Kinley, Brandon, Jacob, and Holden. They are current guitar students from a bunch of different locations, and they're going to play Feliz Navidad.
So guitar, I never thought I'd play guitar, honestly. I thought that guitar was a little too hard, but once I had seen Brandon and other people playing, I said this might not be so hard to play after all. The guitar coach, Jordan, he had told, he said if we don't practice, we're gonna get kicked out of guitar, and that pressured me, so I just started practicing over and over again. It was kind of hard at first, but once I got used to it and the hang of it, it became easier and easier. And I remember going to that concert. I was kind of nervous before the concert, and I was still nervous on the stage.
Well, it is quite amazing to see how these kids' lives are changed just by handing them an object, something. But a guitar, you know, a guitar is something very unusual. I mean, it's amazing. And you know, I've seen that you'll never get everything out of this instrument with only 6 strings. My brother is a keyboard player, and he said, how can you get it in front of all those people with only 6 notes at any given time? And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, I have 88, and I can, you know, play on the piano, and I can make some of those notes sustain. And I said, well, you only have one of these. He said, what is that? I said, it's middle C. And you better pray nothing happens to that while you're playing. But I have another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, you know, which I rarely use up here. And so it's different, and it's a voice like nothing else, and it captivates, and it captures the hearts of some people. And that's what it's done to these kids. It's a life-changing experience. It happened to me. Thanks for letting it happen to somebody else.
2, 1.